The Trump administration says that there will likely be more arrests after Democrats, House Democrats, the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, stormed or broke into a ICE facility in New Jersey yesterday. And some of these Democrats, these representatives, are seen on camera assaulting or body slamming ICE officers. Now, I didn't see any body slam, but it does appear like there are some video of specifically LaMonica MacGyver right here. She's the one in the red jacket. She is elbowing, she's arguing, assaulting officers as they are trying to do their job, which, of course, I think we all know that that is illegal. But for some reason, these Democrats, they believe that they are above the law, even after years of saying that nobody is above the law when the Justice Department was going after Donald Trump for petty things. Quote, "We actually have body camera footage of these members of Congress assaulting these ICE officers, including body slamming a female ICE officer." Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. I guess there's footage of one of these members of Congress body slamming a female ICE officer. Okay, full transparency, I have not seen that video yet, but I'm assuming that it exists if they are talking about it here. So that's pretty wild. Meanwhile, the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, has been released. We're going to get to his statement after the fact. And of course, the mainstream media is already trying to spin this whole situation to make Donald Trump look like a authoritarian regime, which, of course, that's what it was. That was the purpose from the beginning. They wanted to be able to point at Donald Trump, his administration, and use that as a scare tactic for the wider public. And this is really all they can do at this point as Democrats, because they have nothing to stand on. They have no message. They have very little support, and Donald Trump has quite a bit of support, even considering tariffs, deporting illegal immigrants, all of that. Donald Trump, his support is still standing strong. But this says the Trump administration is weighing arrests for 3 Democratic members of Congress who were involved in the New Jersey Immigration and Customs Enforcement Facility incident that took place on Friday. The Department of Homeland Security said that the members of Congress assaulted and slammed ICE agents, but the Democrat House members have denied the claims. According to Axios, during a CNN interview on Saturday morning, DHS spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin said, quote, "There will likely be more arrests coming as a result of the incident after the lawmakers reportedly rushed past security to gain access to the ICE facility." The 3 Democratic congressmen who were involved in the incident included Representatives Bonnie Watson Coleman, Rob Menendez, and LaMonica MacGyver. MacGyver was seen on video pushing against security agents at the facility. So there has just been a new video released that Benny Johnson put out there on X. I'm going to play that here in a second. That shows MacGyver doing some crazy things. Quote, "We actually have body camera footage of these members of Congress assaulting these ICE enforcement officers, including body slamming a female ICE officer," McLaughlin added. She said that there is an ongoing investigation into the matter and that arresting the members of Congress is definitely on the table. So let's go to this video here. This is the latest video we have of the whole incident. And this is in the red here. Let me scroll down here really quick. In the red, we have the member of Congress there. And she is the one specifically that people are calling for an arrest over. And let's just get some context here. This is from Benny Johnson. He says, "I have obtained exclusive ICE officer body cam footage clearly showing Representative LaMonica MacGyver verbally and physically assaulting federal agents in New Jersey after illegally entering an ICE detention facility. In the video, you can see indisputable evidence of Congresswoman MacGyver in the red jacket here punch, push, and hit a federal agent, refusing to follow the ICE officer's orders and impeding a lawful arrest. In the body cam footage, you can also watch Representative MacGyver verbally threaten to put hands on the federal agents, saying, quote, "I touch whoever I want, mother effer." Representative MacGyver then threatens to destroy the ICE officers' careers, saying, quote, "You will pay," before descending into a profanity-laced rampage tirade. All of these actions are flatly illegal under 18 U.S. Code 111 and carry heavy fines and prison sentences. A spokesperson for the Department of Homeland Security has confirmed to me that there will be more investigations and arrests. So that's what we just read there. So this is the newly released video of the incident here that reportedly, I guess, shows MacGyver really, putting hands on these federal agents and verbally assailing them. Let's take a look. So it looks like right there. Look, she's elbowing, she's pushing. That is obviously not legal. If this were any other person, this individual would be body slammed and handcuffed and thrown into the back of a police vehicle. So that's the new video that just came out, and I gotta say it's pretty damning. I mean, there's not much you can say about that. She clearly committed some unlawful acts there, but MSNBC is already trying to spin what happened at the Newark ICE detention center. Of course, the mayor of New York got arrested, and Democrats came out like all at once talking about how heavy-handed this is, and the fact that, and the idea that Donald Trump is somehow a dictator, and this just proves that he is a fascist, even though these people rushed in and essentially broke into this ICE facility. Something that if you are just a normal member of the public, this is illegal. This could get you thrown in jail. But since these people are elected officials, they have this whole crowd defending them. So he has since been released. We'll take a look at his statement here in a second. But this is how MSNBC is trying to spin the whole situation, which is really you really can't defend what they did, but they're doing it anyways.
New Jersey, Alina Habba on Fox News there on the arrest of Newark Mayor Baraka earlier today. Mayor Baraka was arrested by DHS this afternoon while he was protesting outside of a New Jersey jail recently converted into an ICE detention center.
Yeah, so you gotta see here, like, they really leave out all of the context. They just strip it down to he was simply protesting to put this idea in people's minds that he was just out here, he had a sign, maybe he, yelled something. No, these people rushed into a facility, and I believe it was as the guards, someone was going into the facility, they were opening the gates to go into the facility. Like, they all stormed into this facility past the gates, which they were, I believe the mayor was arrested for criminal trespassing, which is perfectly within the rights of these officers to do, because why? Well, they were trespassing, but that doesn't matter to MSNBC here. They are trying their best to spin this in a way to make the Trump administration look bad, and we're hoping that people really won't do any more deeper research into what happened.
It was the second time Mayor Baraka had held protests outside the facility, a new facility built to hold up to 1,000 people. Footage of the arrest was captured by Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman, who was also protesting at the facility today. Habba declined to say where the mayor was being held, simply that he was still in the state of New Jersey. Joining us now, Deputy Director of the Immigrants' Rights Project at the ACLU, Lee Gallant is here. He joins me and Rev. This is, in my view, a political move to deflect from the legal landscape where all they do is lose. What do you make of where the...
So, they're trying to make it seem like this wasn't somehow justified, which it was 100% justified. I mean, if you are a member of Congress, if you are an elected official, you think that you are somehow shielded from the consequences of your actions when you're essentially breaking into a facility, a federal facility. That's the situation that happened here. This wasn't like a scheduled visit. This wasn't them just standing outside and picketing and saying that they're mad that Trump is deporting illegals. No, they bum rushed the facility. But after the mayor of Newark was arrested, we had some protests. people outside, of course, already calling for Mayor Baraka to be freed.
Free Mayor Baraka! Free Mayor Baraka! Free Mayor Baraka!
And in this case, this is Democrat NYC Comptroller Brad Lander leading the protest now. So no longer are they just protesting these illegal aliens to be freed, but they're also protesting, individuals who have committed crimes to be freed. So they really just kind of complicated their whole cause here. But the mayor of Newark, Ross Baraka, was freed, I guess. I don't know the whole details of of how he was freed or why he was freed. I mean, I guess criminal trespassing is not that huge of a deal. So you could probably easily get a lawyer and get you off, or at least on bail. I don't know what all the circumstances surrounding him being free is. But he quickly went on CNN to talk about the situation, of course. And he indicates that the Trump administration is turning into an authoritarian government. And he says he doesn't have any regrets. This is Newark Mayor Baraka on CNN. Take a listen.
Well, I mean, I obviously was charged with federal trespassing and, which is a Class C misdemeanor. But, going through this is just really humiliating and painful. But the reality is,
as it should be,
this is what democracy is. Right. And so, we are in dispute here, and we're just living in a time period now where if you are opposed to the ideas of people, you could be threatened with arrest or intimidation. And that's exactly what's happening. And that's not the America that we want to be in. That's not the America that people chose to move thousands of miles from around the world to. This is not this place. And they're turning it into an authoritarianist government.
Do you have any regrets about how today happened?
No, I don't have any regrets at all.
So that's Mayor Baraka justifying his actions there, crying the victim, as these people tend to do. But what do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you think this was heavy-handed by Trump or his administration, or do you think it was justified? I personally believe it was absolutely justified. Listen, these people, if they want to protest, if they want to pretend like they're against MS-13 gang members and illegal aliens being sent out of the country, I mean, that's their right to do. But when it comes to actually breaking the law and them trying to make an incident where they can turn around and point to the Trump administration and say that they are an authoritarian government in order to create an issue so that they actually have something to run on, to stand on, that manipulation is something I am 100% against. And if you're going to try to do something like that and in the process you break the law, guess what? Your butt should be thrown in jail. And the American people, they shouldn't have to deal with that type of attempt at manipulation, even though it happens all the time. But when you break the law in the process, you deserve everything that comes to you. But I really do hope this other Congresswoman is arrested, because she's clearly seen on video assaulting these ICE officers. And that is, of course, if you were anyone else, any normal person, you would be thrown in prison. I mean, or at least in jail. And I guess more arrests are coming, so I guess we'll see what happens with that. But let me know what you think down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you on the next one.